like me and literally cry every time you try to do your hair, you need this lazy girl heatless curl routine. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is brush out your hair. Then you're going to want to take the tiniest bit of mousse, literally just hold the can down for a second and comb it through your hair, like you're detangling your hair with your fingers. You want to make sure you're really focusing on your ends, and then you can run your fingers through your roots with any product you have left over after that. Next, take a claw clip and clip the rod to the middle of your head, making sure it's centered. If you're like me and you have any sort of bangs, make sure that you separate them from the rest of your hair to the front. Next, you're going to want to take a roller and just brush it down your bangs. Push your ends into the roller and then just roll it back up. As you can see, I like to just brush all the flyaways up into my roller at the top too, to keep them out of my face when I'm sleeping. Now, this is the most important part, so listen closely. We're going to go down our hair in sections, okay? Start by grabbing one section at your root and wrapping it around the rod as high up as possible. Then you're going to want to grab your second section on your root just below that one. Then just continue this process all the way down your head. Make sure you're wrapping your hair as tight as you possibly can. Keep in mind that the size of your sections determines the tightness of your curls. So if you do a bunch of super big sections, your curls are going to be a lot looser. If you don't feel like you're giving yourself a facelift, you're not doing it properly. You want to try to keep your hair as high as possible on the rod, because otherwise you're going to have no volume and only your ends are going to be curled. Once you're finished making sections, just wrap the rest of your hair around the rod until you reach the end. Then all you have to do is tie it off. When I'm on the second loop of my hair tie, I like to put it at the bottom of the rod and then push it up just to make sure that no hair is left out. Then just repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Next, you're going to want to grab a spray bottle and make sure it's filled with water. Then just lightly spray it all over your hair. But make sure you're not making your hair too wet, because it will not dry in this position throughout the night. Sleeping with a rod in your hair might take some getting used to, but I promise it's not as uncomfortable as it looks. In the morning, you're going to want to start by unrolling your bangs. All you have to do is unclip the roller and twist it downwards, and your bangs should be looking super cute. Then you can take the scrunchies off of your curling rod. Then you can just grab the rod from the top and pull it upwards while shaking the hair off of it. Now, I know the curls are looking a little bit crazy, but just trust the process. You just need to very gently run your fingers through your hair. Then wherever you see any big curl clumps, just grab your hair and separate it into two different clumps. Then just keep repeating this process until your hair is looking big and bouncy and voluminous. Now, you're probably like, girl, the ends look great, but my roots are looking crazy. But don't worry, because all you need to do is take a comb and brush down only your roots. And if now you're like, girl, there's literally tangles in the middle of my freaking head now, don't even worry, because we're going to go back in from that point and fix it with our hands. And if you still feel like your hair is too tangled, you can very lightly use a wide tooth comb. And here's the end result. Thanks for watching.